Title: The Curse of the Three Gravesons and a Small, forgotten village nestled deep within the woods. There lived for lifelong friends, Alex, Sarah, Mark, and Emily. The village was said to be cursed, plagued by strange occurrences and eerie tales that sent shivers down anyone's spine who dared to listen. Among these stories was one that told of a hidden treasure, buried deep beneath the roots of an ancient oak tree, guarded by malevolent spirits. One gloomy evening, the four friends gathered in the dimly lit tavern, fueled by both their unshakable friendship and a bottle of courage. They had heard whispers about the hidden treasure for years, and their curiosity finally got the better of them. Their plan was simple yet reckless. They would unearth the treasure, hidden beneath the three graves on the outskirts of the village. Little did they know that their reckless pursuit of wealth would unleash a horror beyond their wildest nightmares. Under the cover of night, the friends armed themselves with shovels and lanterns, determined to unearth the treasure that had eluded so many before them. They reached the graveyard, a desolate place, shrouded in darkness, with only the pale moonlight to guide them. The three graves lay side by side, each one marked with a crude wooden cross. The friends began digging, sweat mingling with fear as they worked in silence. Hours passed, and their shovels struck something hard. The metallic clang sent a chill down their spines. With trembling hands, they unearthed an old, weathered chest, adorned with mysterious symbols that seemed to writhe and shift in the lantern light. Sarah, the most fearless of the group, reached for the chest. As she touched it, an otherworldly wail pierced the night, and the ground beneath them began to shake. The sky overhead darkened as thick, ominous clouds gathered. The friends froze, panic and dread coursing through their veins. With a deafening crack of thunder, the three graves burst open, and from within emerged ghastly apparitions, their eyes glowing with malevolence. These were the spirits who had guarded the treasure for centuries, and they were not prepared to let it go so easily. The friends tried to flee, but they were trapped within an invisible barrier that seemed to emanate from the cursed chest. The spirits closed in, their bony hands reaching out to ensnare their souls. Mark, in a desperate bid for escape, grabbed the cursed chest and hurled it into the open grave. The spirits howled in fury, and the ground swallowed the chest whole, sealing the grave shut out in that moment. The curse was broken, but at a terrible cost. The spirits, now free from their eternal guard duty, exacted their revenge on the friends they were cursed to wander the woods as restless spirits, their souls forever tainted by the darkness they had unleashed. The village learned of their fate and erected a grim warning around the graveyard, hoping to deter any future treasure hunters. The cursed chest remained buried beneath the oak tree, a testament to the horrors that could befall those who dared to disturb the restless dead. And so the small, forgotten village in the woods remained haunted by the ghosts of four friends who had once sought riches, but found only the eternal torment of the cursed graves they had disturbed. Their story served as a chilling reminder that some treasures are best left buried, and that meddling with the supernatural can have dire consequences beyond imagination. Years passed, and the tale of the cursed graves and the ill-fated friends became a legend in the village. The once close-knit community had grown increasingly isolated as the shadow of the curse loomed over their lives. No one dared venture near the graveyard after nightfall, and many believed it was best to leave the treasure and the spirits undisturbed. However, there were always those who were drawn to the lure of untold riches and the thrill of defying the curse. Among them was a group of treasure hunters who arrived in the village one stormy night. They scoffed at the superstitious villagers and their warnings. Convinced that they could outsmart any curse, the treasure hunters set out for the graveyard, armed with modern equipment and a complete disregard for the legends. Their arrival in the village sent shivers down the spines of those who remembered the tragedy that had befallen the four friends. As they reached the graveyard, the wind howled and the clouds gathered ominously. Nearing the night, the curse had been unleashed. Ignoring the unease in their hearts, the treasure hunters began excavating the graves, their tools biting into the soil with relentless determination. Once again, the cursed chest was unearthed, and it seemed to pulse with a malevolent energy. The spirits, awakened by the intrusion, emerged from the graves with a furious vengeance. They descended upon the treasure hunters, their ethereal forms twisting and contorting in the moonlight. A harrowing struggle ensued as the treasure hunters fought desperately for their lives. The spirits, now more powerful than ever, summoned a torrential rain that turned the graveyard into a muddy battleground. Lightning arced through the sky, illuminating the ghastly visages of the vengeful spirits. But the treasure hunters were not deterred easily. They had come prepared, armed with ancient incantations and talismans they believed could banish the spirits once and for all. Spells were chanted, amulets were wielded, and a fierce battle between the living and the dead raged on. In the end, it was a young member of the treasure hunting group who realized the truth. The curse could not be defeated, for it was born from the very darkness that lay within the hearts of those who sought the treasure with a heavy heart. He pleaded with his comrades to abandon their pursuit and reseal the cursed chest. Reluctantly, they heeded his advice and reburied the chest in the grave from which it had emerged. As the chest was sealed once more, the spirits retreated to their graves, their anger and anguish echoing through the night. The treasure hunters left the village, forever changed by the encounter. They had learned the price of their greed and the danger of tampering with forces beyond human comprehension. The village, too, remained haunted by the memory of the cursed graves, serving as a grim reminder that some secrets were meant to remain buried, and some curses could never truly be broken. And so, the legend of the cursed graves endured, a story whispered in hushed tones around campfires, a warning to all who dared to seek riches at the expense of their souls.